61 Sports with sports director Jonah Karp.
If you take a stroll around stores this year, chances are you'd bump into somebody who attended the season opener for UConn men's basketball. In fact, you might be surrounded by people. 10,299 people here at Gamble to ring in the new year. That's a new Gamble attendance record. And fans got a treat ahead of the first ever UConn game against Northern Arizona, the unveiling of the 2023 National Championship banner, taking its place in the rafters alongside the other four. Several players from last year's team back for another run, including Donovan Clingan, who had been nursing a foot injury for about a month, returned to practice last week and back to work. He's got the first points of this UConn basketball season. Take note, might be an answer to a trivia question one day. Clingan running it back, so is Samson Johnson. Give, go, and flush. Samson didn't see the floor a lot last year, making his presence known with the alley-oop. That feed, by the way, that was from newcomer Cam Spencer, the transfer from Rutgers. Spots up from straight on, bounces up, and already getting friendly bounces. New home for the sharpshooter. Spencer, not the only guy who can knock it down. Back to another familiar name, Alex Karaban. A career day for him, 22 points, including this triple. Karaban led all scorers. UConn with a dominant effort over Northern Arizona, 95-52 the final score. The Huskies are back and returning with a bang.
Every time we look up at those banners, that's always going to be something that you're proud of, and you're a shoot around, you look up there. I mean, it's something you're never going to forget about. But we've been working so hard since June to get this team ready to play, and no one's really thinking about that. But that was cool. I got emotional, when I saw Dama and Andre and Jordan up there. I almost felt like senior night a little bit.
It's been a long summer of, celebrating from last year, and I was just ready to move on to this year and, try to win another one. So, I was just anxious to get out there today.
I've been fortunate enough to coach in a lot of electric environments, and this is by far the best one. I shouldn't say by far, but it is the best one. The student section's there, over an hour before the game, and the crowd was into it. So I think we get a lot out of it, and I think UConn's going to be really, really good. Big East is a fist fight every night, so, we'll be rooting for them now since we played them.
I mean, it was definitely cool to, see, finally put a cap on, last year's success. And, it was a great feeling, when we were just sitting there in the middle of the court with our arms around each other, just talking about trying to go win another one. There's, the other side has 11 of them, and, we got 5. So, we got to keep adding more. So, we got to keep working, and, it's going to be a good year.
This game, the first of 3 straight at home for the Huskies. The next one is at the XL Center. That's on Saturday, November 11th against Stonehill. In stores, Jonah Karp, Fox 61, Connecticut's news station.